All right, guys, so here we are. It's January 2021, and as you can see ideally in the background, it is snowing. So again, not exactly what you would think in Arizona, but this is normally actually about the time we get snow, is usually end of January, 1st of February a lot of times. This just goes back to the philosophy of threes, right? So again, our philosophy of three is that we can only last 3 minutes without air. We can only last 3 hours in inclement weather. So especially for those of you who may be living back east, right, where we're getting snow and blizzards this time of year, inclement weather can be a huge risk to us, right? Staying warm. Our bodies do like to stay warm no matter what. So again, preparing for those situations, we can't predict, we can't prepare for every scenario and every situation, but we can do our best to try and prepare ourselves for what may happen. So this is where we get into the thought of having some type of shelter or cover. All right, so had an opportunity just to go out for a run this morning in this weather. It's great weather, but unfortunately in those situations there's lots of people that get trapped in these kind of scenarios, especially where your snow is prevalent during this time of year, and they get into situations where it's not so fun. So just having something in your car, could be an emergency blanket stuck in your glove box, could be emergency bivvies. Okay, you can pick the emergency bivvies up pretty inexpensively off of Amazon anymore, and that just gives you an option to be able to climb inside that emergency bivvy, so it gives you an option to stay warmer, to be able to survive in some of those scenarios where the weather itself could potentially be a huge danger to us if we're not prepared. So again, just thinking outside of what we need to be doing on a daily basis, right? What are those things that we can do on a regular basis to prepare ourselves for the scenarios that may happen? Okay, we're not going to be able to predict and plan for every scenario, but we can prepare in a lot of ways for some of the main scenarios that we might run into while we're going about daily life. Okay, so just wanted to jump in and say hi to you guys. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there. Hopefully you're looking at how can I get prepared for my 3 weeks, my 3 days, and my 3 months, okay? Because we always, again, we want to start with those basics of getting our 3 days, our 72-hour kit, getting our 3 weeks prepared of basics, and then start to look at long-term for our 3 months as well. We're going to do some other fun projects coming up. I'm showing you some shelter options in an upcoming video so that you'll have some opportunities to see. So we'll look at, outside of having a sleeping bag or a tent, if all I've got is a tarp or a bivvy sack, or what are some other shelter options, right? Because again, if we get into inclement weather like this, we want to have options. Options is the key when it comes to survival, is thinking about options that will make sense for us to be able to carry with us and have with us on a daily basis, but also what can we improvise with? What can we use around us to be able to do what we need to do? And that's where we get into the PIY, right? How can we prep it ourselves or gain the skills and the knowledge necessary to be able to survive and do what we need to? Okay? All right. Hope you guys are staying safe. We will see you on the next video.